Hi, it's Bob from Gideon Optics, and it's time to break an Omega. Those of you that saw the little promo video featuring this specific Omega, this entire rig, already saw it get subjected to what I'd call more than an average competition shooter is going to put an optic through. It stood for about an hour in the rain. Then I frisbee tossed it about 10 yards down to the range into some gravel, sandy mess. Then I tossed it again. Then I picked it up, and before I shot it to make sure it was still zeroed, I dropped it one more time. Now we're going to do something a little more scientific, or as scientific as I get. First, we're going to put this whole rig into this bucket of rainwater I just collected. We're going to leave it in there for 30 minutes, which is what an IPX7 waterproof rating indicates. Then I'm going to take it out and make sure it's still functioning. Then I'm going to disassemble it and let all the components air dry for a couple days, because we're not here to test how well a Revelation slide or a dagger frame work when they're waterlogged. After we get this rig reassembled, we're going to take it to the range and we're going to rack it using the optic off of the bench or off of one of the posts around the range a bunch of times. Then finally, we're going to drop it from varying heights directly onto the hood. Go to at least 6 feet. I do not expect it to survive a 6-foot drop. I anticipate that we break it way before that. For those of you that don't know, the shockproof ratings that you see on most optics are not an impact rating. They're a rating of the device's ability to withstand recoil or shock and continue to hold zero and function correctly. Without further ado, let's get wet. Okay, see you in a half hour. So that's actually been 40 minutes. I got a little busy at the shop and just made it back 30, 40. I told you, as scientific as I get. Let's get this out of here. See if, yeah, you're not going to be able to see the reticle, but it is still lit. Well, you can kind of tell that it looks like it's sort of right in the same spot as our irons are. So that's a good sign. Now I'm going to take it apart and let it sit here and dry. There we go. All stripped out. I'm going to go celebrate America's birthday. Let this air dry for 24, 36 hours, slap it back together, and the next time we see each other, we'll be on the range. We're all dried out and put back together. Most of us will never have need to perform a one-handed manipulation using our optic to cycle the weapon, but it is worth having the ability, or rather a general understanding of the mechanics in your toolbox in case the worst happens, and you should have equipment that is able to handle that type of thing. So what we're going to do is bang this off of our support post for our shelter here. Let's call it 50 times. I'm going to step up to the target I've got set up down there at about 10 yards and make sure we're still in the circle, right? Don't judge the group too badly. I'll show it to you after we shoot. That's the shooter, not the machine. All right, let's go. Okay, that was actually about 60. Our screws don't seem to have loosened. If I take a peek through there, we don't appear to have lost our zero, but let's grab a magazine. Let's grab 5 rounds. Do, do, do. You're going to see that I flinched on the first one. First one down the corner is me. That dropping low, also probably me. All right, we're for sure going to break it now. Come with me back to the big rock. So I don't have any concrete at any of the bays here at the pistol ranges at my gun club, but do have this one big rock. So we're going to start out dropping this. I'm going to attempt to drop it directly onto the hood of our Omega here from 2 feet up. Want to warn you, I expect to break it here. What I'd like, or what we're eventually going to get, right, because we're going to start at 2 feet. We're going to go higher, or maybe straight up to 6 feet, depending on what damage we have at 2. We are eventually, hopefully, we should get this glass broken. We want to see if, when the glass is compromised, if it'll stay in there, I think. If we'll still be able to use it once it's damaged to that point. And if we can't, oh well. But again, I promised you at the beginning, we would break an Omega. So yeah, here's our rock. Luckily, we can get almost everything on screen here. Oh, and you guys see it, that's empty and clear. I'm gonna do my best. So from 2 foot, you'll be able to see it all on camera, I think. I'll try to come a little closer to you, right? I'm gonna try to balance this weight so it hits directly on that optic. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Oh, I did it perfect. Let me show you. Hopefully I'm getting focus and decent light here, I think. You can see we've got a crack right down through the middle. You can actually see where I've deformed this housing. So I actually ended up dropping it right on the rear, kind of on the corner. I really wanted to catch it flat across the top, but I do still see our reticle. Appears to be centered still. And the glass in the front, the glass appears to be mostly still glued down. Let's see if I can show you that. Get that on there, yeah. All right, let's go put some rounds on this. My first 5 are still down there. I'm gonna try to aim a little bit higher, I guess. Oh, yeah. So, let's walk you up there. See here, this batch over here is my new ones. It doesn't look like, see if I can catch on this camera also, doesn't look like any of that glass came out. It's still all in there. I actually can't feel the cracks in the front. It seems to have cracked on the back, or the layer on the rear is what broke. The front is all completely intact and still glued down. Let's go drop it at 6 feet, and that should be just broken. I shouldn't be able to use it anymore. I decided it was more important for you to see me to know what height we're dropping it from than to see it hit the ground. So you'll hear it hit the ground. Then I'll tilt the camera down to where it lands, I guess. We're clear. There's no way I'm going to get this to land directly on the hood, but I'm going to try. Oh, wait, up here at my head. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. That was nice. I saw the glass fall out. I must be terrible at dropping things. You can see I managed to impact the same area as a primary impact zone. I didn't even give it a chance, right? Didn't even hit it somewhere different. But you can even see that you can still technically see the reticle in there. And it looks like it's still pretty close to the center. We are going to try to shoot that in a minute. But let's, here, let me show you it's clear one more time. Let's look at the front. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're losing glass in the front now. We out here now. but it's still kind of functional, I guess. So we're going to give it a try. Quick overdue public service announcement. If you're going to be shooting with broken glass, you for sure better make sure you got your eye protection. So we still got a reticle in there. Let's see if we can get any hits on target. We got, I mean, guys and gals, well, let me get that set up. We're still effective, or what we'll call combat effective, or as effective as I am at 10 yards. We did, oh, I hope it captured on video. You probably caught it. We did, step out of the way of the muzzle and show you that. We did lose the glass. I don't know if I can see here. I can still see the reticle. I wasn't shooting at noises at those last couple. We lost most of our glass, but that part that is intact in the center, hold on, let me get the target out of the way. That part that is intact in the center is still giving me a reticle and is still good enough to do that. Woo! Let me try to give you a better gander real quick. And we've got there. Yeah, now you can see. Oh, and there you can see, right? My phone camera isn't going to pick up the actual reticle that's in there, but it's still completely visible. But you can see as it disappears. We're missing the glass up here in this corner, but the rest of it is still intact and allowing us to use it. Now, a friendly reminder, this Omega is billed as a competition optic, right? So that begs the question, where do we go from here? So what's next? You want to see different testing on the Omega? Would you rather see similar or the exact same battery of tests run on an Alpha or Rock, something that's billed more as a carry type optic? Well, let me know down below. I'd rather spend my time doing something that you would find value in watching, something that would help inform you or help you make a better decision or entertain you. Oh, by the way, yes, Gideon Optics will cover that under their warranty. Thanks, guys. Have fun.